Introduction. You've heard it so many times: drink more milk, take calcium supplements for strong bones. But what if the real missing piece isn't calcium? What if your body has plenty of it, but can't use it effectively? In today's video, we're shining a light on a lesser known, but critical mineral essential for healthy bones: magnesium. We will explain why magnesium matters more than you realize, how a deficiency silently undermines your bone strength, how magnesium works with calcium, vitamin D, and other players, signs that you may be low, how to get and absorb enough daily, lifestyle habits to support this vital mineral. Let's decode the hidden culprit behind weakening bones, and how to fix it naturally and sustainably. Chapter 1: More than just calcium, meet magnesium. For decades, calcium has dominated the conversation about bone health. But while calcium is undeniably important, bones are not just made of calcium. They're dynamic, living tissues that are constantly remodeling, breaking down and rebuilding in a complex dance that involves multiple minerals, hormones, and enzymes. Magnesium is one of the most crucial, yet often overlooked, elements in this process. Magnesium in the skeleton. Roughly 60% of the magnesium in your body is stored in your bones, where it helps determine their strength, flexibility, and structure. It supports the proper formation of bone crystals and helps maintain bone density. But magnesium's influence goes beyond structure; it also plays a regulatory role. It helps control the release of parathyroid hormone, PTH, and calcitonin, both of which are essential for maintaining the right balance of calcium in the blood and bones. Magnesium deficiency can lead to abnormal bone turnover, resulting in bones that are dense but brittle, prone to fracture under pressure. Counterclockwise arrows: the calcium-magnesium dance. Calcium stimulates osteoblasts, the cells that build bone tissue. But for calcium to be absorbed and properly directed, magnesium must be present. Magnesium controls PTH secretion, preventing calcium imbalance. Activates vitamin D in the kidneys, enabling calcium absorption in the intestines. Regulates calcium transport into cells, preventing inappropriate buildup in arteries, joints, and soft tissues. Without magnesium, calcium can become toxic, contributing to issues like arterial calcification, kidney stones, and joint pain, rather than strengthening your bones. Research highlights. Scientific studies strongly support magnesium's role in skeletal health. A major study published in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that postmenopausal women with low magnesium intake had 45% lower bone mineral density, despite having normal calcium levels. Animal models show that magnesium-deficient bones are more brittle and fracture-prone, even when they appear dense, because the crystal structure is altered. White heavy checkmark takeaway. Calcium alone is not enough. Magnesium is the master mineral that makes calcium work effectively and safely. Without it, your efforts to strengthen your bones may fall short, or even backfire. In short, without magnesium, calcium is just calcium. Footprints Chapter 2: Silent signs you might be magnesium deficient. Magnesium deficiency is often called the silent epidemic for a reason. While it affects millions, it's rarely diagnosed, because standard blood tests only measure the 1% of magnesium circulating in your blood, not the 99% stored in your bones, muscles, and cells, where the real action happens. Warning sign: subtle symptoms that fly under the radar. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body. When you're even mildly deficient, the signs can be subtle or misattributed to other issues. Be on the lookout for muscle cramps, spasms, or twitching, especially at night or during rest. Restless legs, charley horses, or frequent foot tapping. Irregular or racing heartbeat, sometimes mistaken for anxiety. Low energy or chronic fatigue, despite sleeping enough. Brain fog, forgetfulness, or reduced mental sharpness. Mood swings, anxiety, or trouble winding down at night. Digestive troubles, including constipation and bloating. Brittle nails, frequent headaches, or tension migraines. These signs are often treated in isolation with medication or lifestyle tweaks, but they might all be connected to a deeper mineral imbalance. White heavy check mark: are you more at risk? Certain lifestyle habits and health conditions can quietly drain your magnesium levels over time. You may be more vulnerable if you rely heavily on processed, refined foods low in magnesium. You consume excess sugar, alcohol, or caffeine. These deplete stores. You take medications like proton pump inhibitors, diuretics, or certain antibiotics that impair absorption. You live under chronic stress, emotional or physical. Stress burns through magnesium rapidly. You have digestive conditions like IBS, celiac, or diabetes that interfere with nutrient uptake. Even older adults naturally absorb less magnesium from food as they age, raising the risk of deficiency. A simple at-home magnesium check. You don't need a lab to tune into your magnesium levels. Ask yourself, do your legs cramp or twitch at night, even if you're well hydrated? Do you have trouble staying asleep or wake up feeling unrefreshed? Do you feel wired but tired, unable to relax despite exhaustion? If these are familiar, your body may be silently calling for magnesium, not more coffee or sleep, but mineral support. Flexed biceps Chapter 3: How magnesium fortifies bones, even without extra calcium. Magnesium isn't just a supporting player in bone health, it's a key architect. While calcium gets the spotlight, magnesium quietly ensures that your bones are strong, flexible, and resilient, even in the absence of extra calcium. Here's how. 1. Builds dense and flexible bone. Magnesium is essential for forming hydroxyapatite, the mineral matrix that gives bones their structure. But it's not just about density, it's about quality. Magnesium helps these bone crystals form in the ideal size and shape, giving bones the ability to bend slightly under pressure without breaking. When magnesium is deficient, the resulting crystals are coarse and oversized, leading to bones that may appear dense but are brittle and fracture-prone. 2. Scales regulates calcium balance and safety. Too much calcium without enough magnesium can actually be harmful. Magnesium ensures calcium goes where it's needed, into the bones, not into the arteries or joints. It regulates parathyroid hormone, PTH, which keeps blood calcium levels stable. Magnesium is required to activate vitamin D in the kidneys, unlocking your body's ability to absorb calcium from food. It prevents calcium buildup in soft tissues, protecting you from arterial calcification and joint stiffness. Without magnesium, calcium can misfire, harming instead of helping. 3. Fire reduces bone-damaging inflammation. Chronic inflammation is a silent thief of bone mass. It increases the activity of osteoclasts, cells that break down bone faster than it can be rebuilt. Magnesium reduces inflammation by lowering markers like CRP, C-reactive protein, and Illinois-6. With more magnesium, your bones are less likely to undergo excessive breakdown from ongoing low-grade inflammation. This is especially important after age 50, when inflammation tends to creep up. 4. Improves muscle strength and coordination. Magnesium isn't just about bones, it powers the muscles around them. It enhances neuromuscular function, improving balance, coordination, and reflexes. Strong, responsive muscles act as shock absorbers, cushioning joints and bones during movement or falls. Fewer stumbles mean fewer fractures, a major concern for aging adults. Bottom line, magnesium isn't just a partner to calcium, it's the master regulator that ensures your entire musculoskeletal system works in harmony. And often, it's what's missing when bone health falters despite doing everything right. Chapter 4: How much magnesium do you need? The recommended dietary allowance, RDA, for magnesium is 310 to 320 mg day for women, 400 to 420 mg day for men. But here's the catch, these amounts are based on preventing deficiency, not necessarily optimizing for bone strength, nerve health, or aging gracefully. In reality, most experts agree that optimal intake is closer to 400 to 500 mg a day, especially for adults over 50. Counterclockwise arrows when you may need more. You're under chronic stress, mental or physical. You're on medications like PPIs, diuretics, or antibiotics. You have digestive issues that impair absorption. You consume alcohol, caffeine, or a highly processed diet. You've been diagnosed with osteopenia or osteoporosis. In these cases, your magnesium demand increases, and food alone may not be enough. Police cars revolving light. What about too much? Magnesium from food is extremely safe. Your body has natural checks in place. However, too much supplemental magnesium, especially in the form of magnesium oxide or citrate, can cause loose stools or diarrhea, abdominal cramping. This is your body's built-in safety valve, helping prevent overdose. Therapeutic doses above 500 mg per day should be guided by a healthcare provider. Salad. Best food sources of magnesium. Focus on whole, mineral-rich foods like leafy greens, spinach, Swiss chard, kale. Whole grains, oats, quinoa, brown rice. Nuts and legumes, almonds, cashews, edamame, black beans. Seeds, pumpkin, chia, flax, sunflower. Avocados, bananas, and even dark chocolate, 70% plus cocoa. Mineral waters, some contain 50 to 100 mg a liter naturally. Electric light bulb synergy bonus. Many magnesium-rich foods also deliver calcium, potassium, vitamin K2, and antioxidants, working together to build stronger, more resilient bones. Herb. Chapter 5. When supplements make sense. While food should always be your foundation, there are times when supplementing magnesium becomes not just helpful, but essential. If you're over 50, dealing with stress, sleep issues, or have signs of bone loss, your daily diet may fall short. White heavy checkmark. When to consider magnesium supplements. You eat a mostly processed or low-mineral diet. You experience muscle cramps, fatigue, anxiety, or poor sleep. You're managing osteopenia or osteoporosis. You're on medications that deplete magnesium, like diuretics, PPIs, or antibiotics. Lab tests show low magnesium, though serum levels often miss deficiencies. Pill. Best forms of magnesium. Not all magnesium supplements are created equal. Here are the most effective and well-tolerated types. Magnesium glycinate, gentle on the stomach, great for calming nerves and improving sleep. Magnesium citrate, highly bioavailable but can cause loose stools in higher doses. Magnesium malate, supports energy production and muscle recovery. Magnesium taurate, excellent for heart health and calming effects. Magnesium L-threonate, crosses the blood-brain barrier, helpful for cognitive support and memory. Warning sign. Avoid magnesium oxide, it's poorly absorbed and often leads to digestive upset. Input symbol 4 numbers. How much to take? Start with 200 to 300 mg a day, especially in glycinate or citrate form. Split doses, e.g., morning and evening, to improve absorption and support relaxation or sleep. Combine with vitamin D3 and K2 for maximum calcium regulation and bone protection. Police cars revolving light. Important precautions. If you have kidney disease, heart rhythm issues, or are taking medications like ACE inhibitors or diuretics, always consult your doctor before starting magnesium. Start low and go slow. Your body will tell you if the dose is too high, usually through loose stools. Takeaway: supplementing smartly can help close the gap between what your body needs and what it's actually absorbing, especially in the second half of life. When done right, magnesium supplements are a safe and powerful tool for stronger bones and a calmer, more energetic you.